Hey everybody, Mr. Bookaboo here, and I'm back with a new LEGO video. You're going to notice right away as you look over my shoulder, what in the world is going on? When we last left things, the city was kind of full, right? And we had a whole bunch of new awesome sets that had come out. The LEGO Museum was out, the Avengers Tower. There was a ton of creator sets, friend sets, city sets, all these wonderful sets that I just wanted to put them all in the city, but I was out of room. So I started thinking more and more about it, trying to figure out why maybe I do this, I could try to do that, I could try to do this. Long story short, I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna start from scratch. I'm gonna fix things that I didn't like, clean slate the whole thing, and just kind of see where it takes us. And so this is the beginning of the end result, is what you see behind me. I basically one night just said, that's it, and just started taking the city apart. Took all the modulars out of the room, took everything out, all the tables came out, everything. This room was empty. And I just started thinking and laying it out and figuring it out, and then got to where I am today with this configuration. Now, the really cool thing is I'm gaining a whole lot of space with this new layout. In fact, I'm gaining about roughly 16 to 18 square feet of LEGO City space, which is huge. It's gonna last me for what, at least like another year until I fill it. No, I'm kidding. Maybe not. So anyways, let's take a look, and you guys get to see this because this is actually gonna be fun because you get to go on this journey together as I build a LEGO city once again from the ground up. So let's take a look and let's see where I'm at. All right, so now that I've moved out of the way, you can actually see, so the main thing that we have here, and this is, we're looking at this from the entrance to the LEGO room, but the most important thing is that the U shape is kind of gone. And the reason I did that is because what I discovered is that when I had the U-shaped layout, the aisleways were very narrow. And if I had more than two people in here, it was stressful because you never knew if someone was going to bump into especially the peninsula, someone was going to bump into it. People were couldn't get past each other. It really was like a one person at a time kind of deal just to like get in here and look around. So I decided to eliminate that. I picked up a whole lot of real estate just in the front here for people to come in and look at the room. But also, more importantly, this is all new storage that I gained for my parts. So the storage bins here, you can see I've gained 12 large bins and 12 small bins actually. So it's pretty good. 12, no, 9, no, 18 small bins. Gosh, I can't even count them. I got so many bins. So this was really nice because I actually needed more parts bins because if you remember, the parts bins all just kind of used to be right over here in this area. So this remains, but the display space on top has been removed. So these are custom cabinets that I had my handyman build. He did a fantastic job. They're custom fit for these Sterilite storage bins that I have. And as you can see, it's really nice and clean, but it also gained all of this real estate up here for additional layout space. So this is 8 feet long. It's 30 inches deep. So it's your typical like IKEA-ish tabletop kind of thing that fits 3 base plates deep basically. And you can fit who knows how many modulars across the top here, but quite a few. The other interesting thing is I'm actually going to be taking these shelves out because it doesn't match. Because I decided to go with the white because I felt like the white just makes the room bigger and brighter as opposed to the black furniture. So these are actually coming out, and I'm going to have shelves that are actually going to run the whole length of the wall here. So they're actually going to run all the way along here. So we're going to pick up some additional display space up top and above the layout. And then again, of course, we're going to have this massive layout space here that goes, again, all the way to this is the entry door right here. And it just goes all the way to the back of the room, which we'll get the high level view here. And you can see right now there's just random sets in here because while I'm waiting, I can't do a whole lot of construction until I get my shelves in. But once the shelves are in, a lot of this, like the amusement park stuff is going to go back on display up there. And then of course the modulars will start populating in the city. So that's kind of the vision right now. Otherwise, it's just a blank canvas. And you'll notice a few things. There's a few elements. We got back to the double track train line along the side here because, I love my trains. And really, honestly, this was the best way to display it. The two smaller loops that I had were okay, other than the fact that you could never see the train, so that for more than like the 2 seconds that they actually passed by. So if you remember the old layout actually ended right here, and it went back to the wall there. So those are actually original tables. I was able to salvage those. But basically, the train, you would only see it from here to about halfway on the table, and it would disappear. The train that was in the front on this part of the layout originally, you would see even less of, because it was literally just about less than 3 feet of visibility, and it was just a continuous loop. So this, a lot more showcase for the trains, a lot more, you know, show, a lot more action. We have switches, we can do stuff, we can move the trains around, and it just lets me display a whole bunch of train pieces on the layout, because I'm going to have some more sightings as we go down that way. It's just a much better configuration. Now, of course, we're keeping the platforms. We're going to stay elevated with the layout. Some things are just a given, right? This is, again, one of the most efficient ways to do the layout, I feel, especially if you want to incorporate trains, is to raise it up. Otherwise, you know, with the return loops, as you can see here, this is where the return loop starts back there. If you didn't have it raised up, you would basically, your layout would have to end somewhere right around here. With this, you gain all that space back there. Plus, if you want, like I'm doing here, is I'm actually going to build out a platform to hide the loop. And so I actually gain even more layout space by using this platform. This is actually brick built. So in the back, I'm using plywood. In the front, this is brick built. These are those fantastic art 16 by 16 art squares. And I know the mosaic maker is going to be mad at you. Mr. Boogaboo, no, why are you using those? Those are for art. They're super thick and super sturdy. They make excellent platforms. So that's what this vision is here. The walls, you know, again, these are just, I love doing these, and I'm really trying to spruce them up a bit. We'll cover them in greater detail in another video, but for now you can just see the walls are starting to go in, the track is starting to go in. I haven't quite decided what's going to be over here. This is exciting, this peninsula. And it is just a peninsula. It goes in the back. It's actually probably going to get extended. I'm probably going to get another smaller table behind just to extend this space, because what I'm thinking is I really want a giant mountain in the front here, and maybe even some type of water effect beach, maybe a small harbor. I don't know. We'll see. You guys have ideas for this area, let me know. But I'm thinking that would be visually really nice in this area, because this is a kind of, again, a blank canvas. And then of course the city is going to go all the way back. We're going to have mountains in the back. One thing I didn't like about the old layout, and you can see the old mountains, and you can kind of see how they were built up on top of these cabinets, is that the window was completely inaccessible. I can't even open the blinds on the window. And on a hot summer day or a cool winter night, sometimes you just want to open the window and get some fresh air. So the new layout's actually going to enable me to do that. So those are going to come out. The mountains are probably going to come out because there's going to be a giant mountain in the foreground here that's going to take up that space instead and fill that in. And then a mountain probably in that back corner there. But what's going to happen is there's actually going to be a connecting piece for the layout between the layout that ends in the corner here that goes across. And then we're actually going to have, I'm going to get a table built custom for this area right here. And this is a mess right now because this is all the stuff from the city, and you know, it's but anyway, if you look ahead, so this is actually going to be a table right here, and I'm thinking Ninjago Land is going to go in this area. Might be connected by a bridge over the window that actually connects to the city via train. That's the vision right now. We'll see how that plays out, but there's lots of possibilities once you kind of start to, once I cleared out stuff and once I started to really think long and hard about the space that I had, the layout. You know, of course, this monstrous fireplace that kind of limits the usage of this half of the room. It really just became clear to me that you know, I have to maximize city space. And if I'm going to do that anywhere, it's going to be this nice long wall here. And so that's exactly what I've done. So let me know what you guys think. I'm curious if you have ideas, suggestions, thoughts. Like I say, I'm going to be covering in greater detail a whole bunch of different subjects as I do this rebuild. We're going to talk about the cabinets, the storage, the platforms, the walls, the track, you know, all of this stuff I plan to talk about as we go forward on this really fun and exciting journey. So thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm sorry I've been missing in action. I was actually really kind of frustrated with, you know, with a lot of this stuff. It was just frustrating not having the space or not being able to see where things could go. And it really stalled me out for a bit. And it really kind of made me feel like, gosh, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. And it just took a little bit of time to think about it, survey the landscape, and come up with a plan. And so that's what I'm going to share with you. So I will be back real soon with another Lego video. Take care. Bye.